Cosmic Fear Garou, the realm of One Punch Man being a world infested with monsters, villains, and to counter these, heroes. As time passes on, stronger and more intelligent monsters are starting to form more often, while the heroes simply aren't getting any stronger. But as the world is on the brink of being overpowered by monsters, a being arises with strength a single monster can't come close to, Saitama, with this so-called Saitama being the One Punch Man, a human who broke free of his limits placed on him, gaining limitless potential strength. But this video isn't on Body, we're covering another character's true strengths, Garou, the Hero Hunter.
Human Garou, the man who grew so powerful that he broke the laws of death. Garou, being raised and trained by Bang, he became a master in Stream Rock Smashing Fist, while also having every single one of his senses hardened to perfection. But this isn't what makes this creature the beast he is. Garou simply not letting himself die in any fight until he reaches the absolute evil, beginning the Hero Hunter phase. Garou deciding it's time to bring his name to the table of threats, first appearing at a Hero Association meetup, giving us a glimpse of his power, defeating hundreds of villains at once, only to prove a point that he will hunt down every hero in existence. Let the hunt begin. Encountering Moomin Rider and the entire Tank Topper army, easily defeating the lower rank heroes but being struck by a direct hit from Tank Top Master, Garou just gets back up, continuing on fighting, eventually being forced into using the martial art taught by Bang, Stream Rock Smashing Fist, unleashing a power well beyond the Tank Topper army and deleting Tank Top Master. But this isn't the end of the hunt, it's just getting started. While Garou is resting from injuries after his multiple battles against Saitama, the heroes plan something, but even though it's not the S-Class, it's a mix of the A and B-Class heroes. Garou usually able to wreck through even S-Class heroes, but it's not just one A-Class or one B-Class. It's 8 heroes, all being strategically placed in battle to have a certain effect. On top of all of this, Garou is extremely injured and having close to no sleep, but it doesn't change anything. Garou figuring out and predicting every attack from the heroes, eventually using glasses as a human shield, countering the long-range attacks. But while doing all of this, simultaneously triggering different emotions in the heroes, causing some to act irrationally, defeating them. It's now one-on-one, Garou vs Death Gatling. Death Gatling releasing hundreds of bullets a second against Garou, but yet again, the hunt wasn't over, intercepting every single bullet and moving it away from not only himself but the kid which was inside the shed as well, stating that not even man-made firepower can affect him now, he's almost invincible. Defeating Death Gatling, Garou being the monster he is, then going on to mock the heroes all on the ground, saying, if only you brought even one S-Class hero, the result might have changed. Going on now to reach new forms, all while staying human. Garou challenges Orochi in a fight, ultimately losing to the king of the monsters. While injured yet again, Garou encounters Alloy Darkshine while confused of where he is since he was just fighting Orochi. But then Garou realizes that Darkshine is one of the most powerful S-Class heroes, seemingly slowly losing against Darkshine, boosting Darkshine's confidence in his muscles. But then Garou shatters everything that Darkshine believes in, waking up from a deep sleep. Garou was fighting Darkshine in his literal sleep. It's now time to see how far Garou's grown, with Darkshine unleashing the most powerful attack Garou's ever experienced, completely shattering every single rib inside Garou's body. But it's not over yet, emerging from the rubble, Spiral Garou. Still human, but lost to his desires of becoming the absolute evil, with Garou's speed rapidly increasing and techniques getting more and more powerful, using both the Stream Rock Smashing Fist and Whirlwind Iron Cutting Fist techniques combined. Something meant to be physically and mentally impossible, but Garou's just different. The fight becoming a bully session where Garou is just bullying Darkshine, only for the fight to be interrupted by Tatsumaki casting a barrier around all of the heroes, Darkshine included. With the ground all crumbling around Garou, it's finally time for him to reach monster form.
Immediately confronting his old master, but as the fight begins, it's clear Garou is beyond any level of strength Silverfang possesses, defeating him. Garou instantly launching throughout the battlefield, killing almost every dragon level threat, leaving him, Flashy Flash and Platinum S remaining. During the fight between the three, they all reach massively faster than light speeds, Garou coming out on top, defeating both Flashy Flash and Platinum S. But there's no break for the absolute evil at all. Natural Evil Ocean Water and Sage Centipede, two potentially god level threats, launching attacks at Garou, but they're both defeated by the monster that Garou has become, leaving only Saitama and Garou remaining. But even with all these transformations, it's just not enough to defeat Saitama. As Garou is on the verge of death, God in the form of his old master appears to him, offering all the power he could ever want, and that all he has to do to gain this power is take his hand. Garou, wanting to gain more strength on his own, slaps God's hand out of the way, but this slight touch has sparked something fascinating. Arriving back on Earth, Cosmic Fear Garou. He's become the absolute evil, gaining the ability to now not only copy techniques at sight, but copy people as a whole to seemingly no limit. Blast confronting Cosmic Garou using hyperspace gates against him, but Garou copies all of Blast's abilities, using them to his own advantage, defeating the #1 hero. But in order for Garou to win, he's going to have to copy Saitama's full power, perfecting it, and in order to bring out this Baldu's limitless full power, killing Genos. Saitama arriving too late, catching Genos' core. That's it, Garou's done it. Saitama isn't messing around, while holding Genos' core in one hand, immediately launching at Garou. Serious punch. Garou copying Saitama, replicating his very own serious punch, creating serious punch squared. The shockwave of the punch alone being so powerful, resulting in Blast using all his power to redirect it another direction, launching both Saitama and Garou into one of Jupiter's moons. But in the other direction, they've left a hole in space. Garou using hyperspace gates, but Saitama simply kicking them away. Yeah, I'd have the same reaction. The fight continuing on with Garou using every martial art throughout existence, but as a counter, Saitama uses serious table flip. Saitama's strength throughout the fight growing limitlessly. Garou deciding that to win, he'll just copy Saitama's full strength until he's able to find a way to kill him. But as the fight's continuing, Garou noticing that something's just not right. His strength is growing, but Saitama's strength is not only growing, but the pace at which it's growing is multiplying by the nanosecond. As Garou is beginning to lose hope, Saitama shows why he's simply too powerful. His nose itching until serious sneeze. The sneeze being so powerful, the air pressure of it alone destroys Jupiter. Garou deciding it's definitely now best to get away from the beast that's awoken, throwing Saitama in the opposite direction of himself, using a subspace gate to get back to Earth. But Saitama's been pretty cold while in space. He's been holding in a fart, not just any fart, but a serious fart, launching himself throughout space, catching back up to Garou within moments, slamming Garou straight in the face, sending him flying down onto Earth. With Garou seeing the kid he had befriended was dead, he doesn't want to fight anymore. Wondering why Saitama isn't killing him, Saitama says he had to hold back as the kid said not to kill you. Garou now telling Saitama it's up to him to fix the mistakes he's made, stating if anyone can master the power of God without taking his hand, it's you. Revealing a technique allowing the user to travel throughout time freely, Saitama copying this technique perfectly, and as he's traveling throughout time he begins to see all of his memories. Finding the moment Garou appears as the absolute evil, clenching his fist, launching into Garou, and with one punch defeating Garou. But throughout Garou's life of hunting heroes, his true power is hidden behind a few later chapters. When Garou is defeated, an avatar of God, Empty Void, absorbs all of the cosmic energy coming from him. Blast showing up to deal with this newly found God-level threat, but Empty Void immediately grabbing space-time itself, warping it in ways allowing him to attack Blast. But Empty Void isn't the only one with space-time manipulation here. Blast has his own abilities, creating hyperspace gates, transferring these attacks throughout fourth-dimensional spaces. The manga ending their fight now, but later on Empty Void uses something called a dimensional slash, an ability from a higher dimensional being, ignoring space, size, distance, and energy, but Blast manages to avert it solely using his powers. With all this, it's now proven that One Punch Man belongs to a higher dimensional scaling, but the fact that Blast has space-time manipulation changes everything. Space-time manipulation being fourth dimensional, scaling to universal. But guess what? There's one person who copied all of Blast's abilities and more. That's right, Cosmic Fear Garou. Overall, Cosmic Garou scaling to universal with proof, as Blast has shown space-time manipulation, Garou's speeds being scaled to massively faster than Light Plus due to his fight with Platinum S and partially Flashy Flash. So really, this Garou guy wasn't just some galaxy level empty threat, and yes, this means I agree Saitama is universal. These characters are only growing stronger and stronger, just give us some time. Goku doesn't stand a chance.